Okay, so for this deep dive, we set ourselves, well, a pretty ambitious task, maybe even a bit ridiculous. Taking 12 completely random Bible verses. I mean, different books, different authors, different eras.
Yeah, and different translations too, right? We had things like the Charles Thomson Bible, Young's Literal, really diverse sources.
Exactly. And the mission was, could we find like a single thread, a unifying theme pulling them all together?
It felt a bit like finding patterns in static, honestly, but the finding was quite clear in the end.
And what was it?
It's this concept, the mediated word, essentially how divine communication isn't just random, but channeled, structured, how it moves from, the divine realm into ours.
Okay, let's unpack that right away. The mediated word. So we need to start with the word itself.
Yeah.
What is it? You hear dabar or logos. Is it just speech?
Well, that's the key thing the sources point to. It's not passive. It's described almost as a word event. It's active. It has force.
A word event.
Yeah. Think about Psalms 33.4. It connects the word of Jehovah being upright directly to all his work being faithful. The speaking is the doing. They're bound together.
Right, so utterance equals action. It's not just information, it's power being executed.
Precisely. When the divine speaks, something is simultaneously being performed. A work is happening.
Okay, so if the word is an action, it needs an agent, right? A channel. It can't just hang in the air.
Exactly. And our random verses immediately highlighted these two primary channels. Sometimes they even seem to conflict. You've got the hereditary priest.
The institutional guy.
Right, the steward of ritual. Think Leviticus 14.24, the priest waving the lamb, the oil. Very precise, very formal. Authority based on institution, on doing things exactly right.
And the other channel.
The prophet.
Yeah.
More direct, less tied to the institution sometimes.
So priest and prophet. But wait, if the priesthood is the established, centuries-old authority, are you saying the sources suggest a maybe temporary prophetic word can actually override that whole system?
It seems it has to, if the channel itself is compromised. The integrity of the message depends completely on the integrity of the mediator.
Ah, okay.
Look at 1 Samuel 3.13. That's a tough one. High priest Eli, he failed. He didn't restrain his sons when they were speaking evil, corrupting their role.
So the official channel was broken.
Corrupted. And what happens? The word of judgment doesn't go through Eli. It bypasses him entirely. It comes through the boy Samuel to judge Eli's house.
Wow. So prophetic authority steps in when the institution fails? That's quite a statement.
It shows the priority is the message, not just the office. If the office fails its duty, the word finds another way.
And this tension, this idea of maintaining the channel's integrity, the sources seem to really bookend this narrative for us.
They really do. You see the careful establishment of the line first?
Yeah.
Genesis 25.6. Abraham deals with the sons of his concubines.
Right, he gives them gifts?
Gives them gifts, yes, but then sends them away from Isaac. It's a deliberate act. He's purifying the channel, making a clear spiritual demarcation. The covenant promise flows only through Isaac. It's intentional.
That careful separation at the beginning.
Yeah.
It makes the ending feel even more tragic.
It does, because you contrast that with Mark 14.48. Here you have the established religious authority, the very inheritors of that priestly line, confronting the ultimate mediator.
Jesus, the logos.
The living word itself. And how do they treat him? As against a robber, Mark says, with swords and clubs.
They're rejecting the very source of their own authority.
Exactly. By trying to arrest and destroy the word, they effectively invalidate their own role as mediators. It's a self-destruction of their function.
So, wrapping this up, the takeaway seems to be the absolute nature of this mediated word. It achieves its purpose, one way or another. It doesn't just dissipate.
It never returns empty, as the saying goes. The outcome is sort of binary. It leads either to restoration or to judgment. We saw judgment with Eli.
And restoration.
Think Joel 2.22. After a devastating curse, the prophetic word promises reversal. Suddenly, the wilderness springs to life. The fig tree hath borne its fruit. It's a tangible, physical restoration directly linked to the word.
That's the positive outcome.
Right, and maybe that positive potential is summed up in that new covenant blessing, like in 2 Corinthians 1.2, favor be to you and peace. That's the goal of the mediated word when the channel is true.
This whole deep dive, pulling these random threads together, it really underscores that divine interaction, at least in these texts, isn't arbitrary, it's structured.
Deeply structured. And the integrity of that structure, the channel, determines everything about the message's final impact.
Which leaves us with something to think about.
Definitely. For you, the listener, we see this biblical concept of structured, mediated interaction. So the question becomes, what existing structures or authorities in your own life right now, maybe media, maybe tradition, a person you trust, what is currently mediating what you accept as true and authoritative? It's worth considering.